Right now, we're living in the age of media and technology. Whether it's an iPad, iPhone, or tablet, seems like everyone has one these days, even children. But we all know that even though technology is extremely useful and fun, it is also an addiction. The addiction to technology prevails children into developing unhealthy lifestyles, poor eating habits, and a disconnection from the physical world. Some beneficial solutions to the problems technology bestows on children include establishing rules and boundaries from electronics, introducing the importance of nature and outdoors, eliminating overexposure, starting out small, and restricting social media. Although it is nearly impossible to eliminate all uses of technology to children, there are still ways of minimizing the negative impacts that it entails. Technology is a child's Achilles heel, meaning that it is seen as a weakness. Kids and adults go nuts over the newest Apple products and video games, but it is vital for parents to understand the negative effects it has on their child. As someone who grew up in a time where technology and social media isn't as common as it is today, I understand the value of imagination and the importance it plays in the future. Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand." For children to sustain their lively imagination, it is essential for them to explore their surroundings, build forts out of chairs and blankets, read books and witty stories, and make colorful art that they can hang all over the walls. My childhood was filled with this, and I wouldn't trade it for any app on a screen. According to a New York Times article, when small children get hooked on tablets and smartphones, they can unintentionally cause damage to their still developing brains, which ultimately affects their sleeping pattern, academics, as well as their ability to focus and develop a healthy lifestyle. A solution to this problem is to wait until kids reach a certain age until allowing phones and iPads, so their brain has more time to develop and mature. Electronics are a great responsibility, and it is vital for kids and teens to understand the dangers of becoming addicted to it and to know when to stop. When a child is staring at a screen for long periods of time, they become addicted and tend to block out the world around them. In the NPR article, it states that technology is a digital heroin for kids and is something we should take seriously because these kids will soon be our future. These devices soon become a security blanket to children because they become so obsessed that they are unable to let go and overpass the addiction. Common Sense Media, a nonprofit organization, just released new numbers on media use by children 8 and under. The nationally represented parent survey found that 98% of homes with children now have a mobile device, such as a tablet or smartphone. That's a huge leap from 52% just 6 years ago. Mobile devices are now just as common as televisions in family homes, and the average amount of time children spend with those handheld devices every day is skyrocketing. Another statistic has shown that 42% of parents say that the TV is always or most of the time on in their home, whether anyone is watching or not. Research has shown that this so-called background TV reduces parent-child interaction, which in turn can hurt language development. Psychology today believes that we are slaves to technology, and the only solution we have is to step away from alluring screens and take control. Generally, the 24/7 access to technology is making us more impulsive, disconnected, anxious, and emotionally unregulated than ever. We know now that the more time children spend online, the more isolated and depressed they become. And the more time they spend viewing social media posts, the more inadequate and depressed they feel. You might be asking yourself, well, how depressed can kids really get? Well, one recent study that looked at 32 different hospitals between 2008 and 2015 found that their hospital admissions more than doubled for children aged 5 to 17 years old for self-harm, suicidal thinking, and suicidal actions. Another study reports that there's been a 200% increase in suicide among young girls aged 10 to 14 and a 50% increase in boys the same age. Most of these suicides reportedly related to an online incident. The loss of human connection through face-to-face communication, eye contact, and touch is creating a future for our children in which the emotional intimacy, the compassion, and the empathy is disappearing. Children are our priority as parents, and we must come together as a society to solutionize the problems that technology has on their developing minds and keep their imagination alive and youthful in order to provide a better life and future. As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Thank you.